Shalom Aleichem. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High through His Son, Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother, UncleK, and we're back with another one. Man, it's truly a blessing to be alive. It's truly a blessing to see y'all. I hope right now y'all doing well. And I hope right now you have a sound mind and you have a sound heart. So let's get into the content. Fellas, be wise about looking for attraction. Be wise about it. Alright, be extremely vigilant about it. Because there's a lot of witches out here. And you gotta make sure that you're not trying to project that on everybody you see, man, just because you at a different estate. You at a different echelon. You gotta be very wise about it. Because they casting spells. And even on the righteous, they trying to cast spells, but it can never break through. Because the Most High sees that you are not focused on these type of women. The Most High sees that you are focused on destination. You are focused on vision. You have your mind set on Him so He can give you over to your desires. But when you're just desiring attraction from women, that's how a witch could easily latch on to you. And now you're going to be tossing and turning. You're going to be battling with lust. You're going to be feeling an impulse that now you can't control it. Or you fighting to control it, and it's getting harder and harder. Yeah, you taking your cold showers. Yeah, you going to the gym, you working out, you transmuting, but for some reason, it's still difficult for you. You can't let these witches get the upper hand on you. You can't be out here trying to project attraction to witches. You see, these witches, in those hours where we're supposed to be getting our rest, they online harvesting energy from 1,000 men, thousands of men. And they're also doing a lot of work in order to increase their vibration in that sense, to make sure that when a man see them, the drag and the draw in is much more stronger. So when these women sense that you have an opening in your mind and your heart, you know, they can easily draw you in. Remember, the Most High says that He searches the minds and the hearts of men. And don't these days women think that they the Most High, or think that they Elohim, or think that they're a God, right? That's what they think, right? So they think that they got that type of ability, right? They try to search out the things of a man, right? And that's how a lot of men get taken captive. They get taken captive by the minds and the hearts. So, fellas, you got to be extremely wise, man. Extremely wise, because there's nothing wrong with a man working on his attractiveness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, groom up. Get your grooming right. You know, if you growing out your beard, or you just going through a wild phase, know that you're going through a wild phase. You're trying to get that full beard out. Yeah, it's going to have some rough stages. Don't worry about that lineup right now. Get a nice beard shampoo. You know, soap it up. Get it lathered up. Don't be worried about these females out here. You know, you working on your hygiene. Yeah, get some good essential oils. Don't be out here putting on them fake artificial pheromones, talking about Gucci this and Dior that, and you know, all these different colognes and stuff like that. Don't be putting on these artificial fake pheromones, synthetic pheromones. You don't even know who designing them pheromones behind the table, behind the mirror, behind the window, wherever they hiding, man. But believe though, work on yourself, get that physique. Get that built. Get attractive in your own way. But don't try to project that attraction to every woman you see. Because some of these women, they looking for a man that got an opening so they could drag them in, take them captive. Y'all gotta be wise, man. Y'all gotta be wise. And y'all know that too, man. If you wise out here, you know for a fact that us righteous men, they look past us. They look past us. They move with that Jezebel type of energy, but when they come in the midst of us, they don't seem attracted to us, and that's cool because you're not attracted to it, and you're not trying to project what you're working on towards their direction either way. So you see that they tend to look the opposite direction, or they just increase their footsteps and they walk a little faster, a little harder. Or when they look in your direction, they look away right away. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a good note. That's showing you as well that the Most High has his hands on you, and he's protecting you from their devices, their schemes, right? He's protecting you from those things, right? The Most High doesn't want you to be out here unfocused and off the mission, because I know a lot of men, man, when they start feeling good, they want to give that off immediately to somebody that could be gravitating to them in some sense, but that same gravity sometimes it's not the gravity that you want. There's a lot of different gravities, man, out here. There's a lot of different pulls out here. You just got to be wise about that pull, man, because once y'all start dibbling and dabbling with these witches, with these Jezebels online and in person, they got a pull, right? They got a pull. Y'all see how they be pulling these dudes online? They be commenting down, and talking like, they in love and they don't even know them. Thousands of men be getting pulled in by that gravity. So imagine how much men be getting pulled in on a day-to-day basis when they go into these different environments, when these Jezebels and these witches pulling up in the gym, and they doing all different type of things. They just trying to make sure that they could keep harvesting that energy. But you, my righteous brother, you can't be giving them that time of day. You can't be focusing on attraction when you go out here, because you don't know who out here is moving in that type of context. And let me tell you something too. The shape of the body don't matter, because all types of bodies are involved in this as well too. So don't think just because the woman coming out here with her backside out and her chest out that she's a witch. Sometimes these women out here that don't got a lot of chest and don't got a lot of backside, they out here, you think they Miss Goody Two Shoes just because they don't have the same attributes as another woman. Like, don't get it twisted, fam. They all working. And that's a fact, fellas. Fellas, just be wise, man. Just be extremely vigilant. Something that you gotta really guard. You really gotta guard your mind. You really gotta guard your eyes. And I know the eyes, I ain't telling y'all walk around here and wear shades all day, but let me tell y'all, man, when you guard your eyes, you gotta have an instant look away. Some things you don't ask for to be in your environment or to be in the midst of you when you are walking around handling business or going for a walk or going to the park or going to the grocery store and stuff. You may make a strong right, go in that aisle, you trying to grab something real healthy, real edifying, and it's somebody in there, like I said in the past video, she going out the aisle looking for something to eat. You just gonna have to swerve real quick and still handle your business, but don't give it that attention, because that's not on your mind. That wasn't on your mind, right? So for these men, they got attraction on their mind. You get attraction off your mind so you could be a little bit more at peace. All right, so that energy doesn't drag you in more and more. All right. So fellas, y'all have a great rest of your day. Stay blessed. All right, if y'all made it this far in the video, like the content, share the content, comment down below. And if you're not a supporter, become a supporter right now. I just advise you to tell a friend. It's your brother UncleK. Checking out. We'll see y'all soon, most high willing. But for now, peace.